Warning, the following episode contains content not suitable for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. On the last episode, we headed down to the planet of Rannoch to deal with the crash landing of Admiral Koris, so we had to go rescue him. We were able to rescue him, but unfortunately everyone else that was underneath that had crash landed along with him had died, so he was the only one we ended up saving. We shut down two Geth AA turrets and a Geth jammer so that, some communication can be held. But on this episode, we're going to be doing once I head back up to the top of the list, we're going to be doing the Geth Fighter Squadrons mission, the other Rannoch mission, before we actually attempt to do Priority Rannoch, which will be next week. This one is actually going to be, this mission right here is incredibly easy, and you're going to find out exactly why it is incredibly easy in about 5 minutes. This one. Not the Reaper base, Geth Comm Hub. Confused me for a moment, because I was like, I gotta go shut down that Geth thing. And it's like, no, wait, that's the Reapers. That's the Reaper thing, not the Geth signal. It's the Reaper signal. All right, Liara and Tali. Picking Tali for these missions is almost, even if you're not playing as Tali, just having her along during this thing is good. We have 11 assault rifles that we can pick from. There's a lot more weapons in this game than I remember. And we got 10 shotguns too, so that's fine. I think I'm good. I have 3 points. Save it for Carnage. You have 2 points. Save that for later. We're almost at level 52. We're almost at the max level in the game, which is 60. I didn't expect we'd be at level 51 already. Then again, we started at what, 30? So we had to gain 21 levels. That's pretty cool. That's pretty quick.
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane. You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff. This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port. Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into this server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We have installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
So welcome to the virtual world. This is one of the weirdest missions in this game, just because we're in the virtual world.
Establishing connection to access point.
Got this little walkway that we can walk on. This is basically our only way to walk around, so we gotta follow it. Also, we have a gun, which is weird because we didn't have a gun when we entered this place. That'll be explained in just a moment. Along with this.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
So the gun is combat software.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Yeah, so look at all this Reaper code here. So this mission is actually, like I said, incredibly easy because there is no fighting in this mission. In fact, this is the only weapon we're going to be having, and it technically doesn't do anything to anyone except for this code. So basically, this is just like a walk through this area, make sure you get everything. Hopefully we get everything, because I don't want to skip anything. I think I missed something in the Admiral Chorus mission, so we're probably going to make another stop at the Spectre station back in the Citadel.
I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
To provide familiar equipment. So I guess Shepard only knows guns. Then again, that's probably just this is probably the only reason why this is considered a combat mission. I mean, we've had some missions that weren't combat heavy. I'm failing to find them now. Like chat missions on the Citadel, something like that. Go away. You don't need to get rid of the entire thing. You just need to get rid of the code that prevents you from walking. I just like getting rid of it all because it's fun. Also, that just made another connection over there, so now we have a loop back over to where we started. This thing is still in the way. There we go. It's all gone now. Oh, God leg.
Established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate.
Please tell me there's not an actual Reaper here. Wow, look at all this code. Look at that thing. So we're virus hunting, basically. This is how tech support does all their virus hunting.
Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Is this it?
A Reaper code fragment. Let's see if I can take it along with me.
Don't think that's how it goes, but we're supposed to destroy this thing. This thing does grow back, so make sure you destroy these ones at least. Because watch, if I just leave it alone... It'll grow back, right? Right? I wasn't just confused. It doesn't look like it grows back. I might have just been confused. Look how big this place is. I don't think we're going to be going all the way over there, but... It's pretty big. Go away. I think there's one more. Wow, look at all this stuff. Oh, we didn't destroy this over here.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI network?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth, Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
Which is actually funny because in Mass Effect 2, if you romance Tali, you can actually see her unmasked in that game. You can also actually see her unmasked this game if you romance Tali. And by unmasked, I mean not as a character, but as a picture, which was a little upsetting. Go away. Especially since it's a Photoshop stock image picture. Looks like this is just going to lead us all the way back around. Yep, that's going to connect back over with this side. So we don't need to go that way, because we already got everything done over here. We just need to go this way, because there's another data cluster right there. But even if you did see Tali's face in Mass Effect 2 by doing her romance, he'd still say that, you've never, have you ever seen a Quarian unmasked? You'd say, yes? And then you say, well, you don't have enough data to actually get it correct. It's like, what? Tali doesn't look like normal Quarians? Also, how did that Geth speak? Wasn't everyone in Mass Effect 2, like, shocked to know that Legion could talk?
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
I mean, I distinctly remember Tali saying in Mass Effect 2 that Geth don't speak. That Geth spoke. That was one of the first Geth. Although it might be just a memory that Geth have. But certainly the Quarians would have known that, since, I mean, they had the Geth name themselves. I need to get my ammo back. This looks just like a normal Geth shotgun or plasma rifle. Destroy this cluster. Goodbye. And a giant amount of Reaper code over there that we didn't even touch. And this thing grew back. I was right. Unless this didn't grow back and I wasn't right. Get rid of that thing. It's been 15 minutes. I've barely done anything. I've unmasked two of these things. I think there's only one. I think there's 3 total. So that one over there, this one right here, and I think that one might be the last one. If that's the case, and this mission was a lot shorter than I expected. I mean, there's no ammo pickups, no weapon upgrades.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commands.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong? What?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
I was right. So there's the last data cluster. How is it going to lead us to that? I thought it simply stepping right here would bring us to it. And I was correct. Okay. So ever see like the blinking? I don't see any blinking here, but if you ever see like blinking steps.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped guests. They're pinned.
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
So that Geth was Legion. Maybe that's why he could talk. That probably explained it right there.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Yes, technically. What's your status, Admiral Ron?
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue.
So one known remains. There it is. And it looks like we've already disrupted half of the Geth fighter squadron. So good. Oh, this one's reconnecting.
Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication.
Like I said. Oh,
Shepard, Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
what do you think I'm trying to do?
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
I think I thought it was this.
There is a vulnerable point further
No,
along.
nope, it's this one.
Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Yeah, so I knew it. I knew it. I knew it started regenerating. I'm out of ammo. Why does this thing run out of ammo? Why couldn't it be active 24/7? Yeah, so I knew the code started to replicate at one point. I just forgot when it started. Yeah, it looks like this one's going to replicate itself. Do I even need to? Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to. It's going to happen to... I'm going to have to do this one for later ones, I'm assuming. At this moment, this one's not going to bother me at all, but... I mean, it's right there. Why not destroy it? Is there another one up there? Yes, there is, except I can't aim it from here. Luckily, I can just get this one straight from here, so... Yay! Get away. Bad code. So there's something I want to... Oh, actually, hold on. Which one is it? It's not this one. Can I even get rid of this? I cannot. So... Didn't he say there was only one left?
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infections quickly. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Really, I didn't see crap. Also, why did the stairs here go away? Is this to prevent me from backtracking? So where is the weakened code? If anywhere. Oh, hello. More stairs. Okay, did not see this. This looks like it's the weakened code right here. And it is. Now it should be fine. Goodbye. And let's destroy this point. That's like what? 1 out of 7? Oh, nope. Ran out of ammo. Do not regenerate. Do not regenerate. Crap. Well, it hasn't regenerated yet, so that's a good sign. Go away. This thing is a pretty decent range, too. It's a shame I'll never actually use it as a real weapon. This would be a cool weapon to have if it was just like pure electricity. Go away, go away, go away. I ran out of ammo again. I'm making this seem as stressed as possible. This is probably the least stressful mission in the entire game. I mean, even more than the prologue missions, where we actually had to run away from Reapers and fight cannibals and watch as Earth just majorly just decimated in the beginning of the Reaper War. This part, we're just like, oh, coding, la la la. This would be like a... I know. Completely forgot about that one over there. There we go. And this should be the last one I need.
Out of the way!
You can't do this to them.
I said step away from the gap.
This is insane. We need the gas. You can't just destroy them for asking.
Time's up. Throw her in with the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Alright, now I can reconnect with this part. This looks like it might be the final terminal. Now I can finally go this way, so... yeah, that might be the case. Unless that is it over there. Oh, access points are the portals that I use to go from place to place. Not these round parts. Or whatever word I just tried to say. Ports, whatever. So what if English is my first language? I don't care. I can mispronounce things as much as I want. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I don't need to destroy that anymore. Anything over there? Anything over there? Nope. Everything looks good. Until here.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
You don't need to remind me, Legion. I mean, I kind of stuck in here until I do the job. You could just leave me here, and I do it.
You must search for a vulnerable
Yeah, I
point
figured.
to the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
I know. I don't have everything done yet. I got this one right here. Actually, I think this one might be for the next one. This one is for this one. Right? Because I started shooting it, and then it didn't start disappearing. There we go. Oh, ran out of ammo, but I got it disconnected. That's nice. Get this out of the way so I don't have to look at it anymore. It's starting to remind me of Pumpkin for some reason. That's because it's all orange. Actually, this world is starting to remind me of Tron. All the blue and orange and kind of reddish. How much red was in Tron?
There's a vulnerable point further along the infection.
Yep.
Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Shut up, Legion. You're telling me this thing. You've become the paperclip guy now. Like, do you require help? It's like,
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
I see you're trying to stop the Reapers. Would you like help? Stupid paperclip guy. I got this under control. Just shut up and...
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
That's what I was doing. Now he literally has become the paperclip guy. I wasn't doing anything there except actually shooting it. Really? There's one more? Where?
A vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection.
Where? Where is this last one? Oh, right above me. There we go. Now it goes go away. And almost disconnected. Disconnected.
This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue Geth units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then. Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
See, here's the thing that I kind of don't like about this mission. One, in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, Geth were enemies. They were the main enemies in Mass Effect 1, and they were side enemies to the Collectors in Mass Effect 2. In Mass Effect 3, they try and make you feel bad about them. They try and make you feel like it was the Quarians' fault, which really it was, because the Quarians made the Geth, but they try and make it seem like the Quarians were the evil people.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Austral is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You've been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
See, like I said, they make the Reapers out to be the bad guys. But in Mass Effect 1, Reapers were our main enemies. They kept on fighting us. None of them talked with us. We've had no sense that Reapers could talk with us until Mass Effect 2. One could argue that Sovereign's presence there kind of modified the Geth to be on their side, but then why is Saren working with them? And why is Saren leading them? Mass Effect 2, there were no Reapers. There were just Geth. And they were the ones that we found on the Quarian ship. You think that if they were on the Quarian ship, they wouldn't have started fighting? Especially if this was true. 3, why would they attempt to wipe out the Quarians? I just don't understand. But let's enter the final access point.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Well, mission accomplished.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must push to the core and disconnect from the...
What's wrong with Legion? Back to the stairs we go. This time we didn't have to walk all the way around it.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, are you hurt?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
God, it just seems so weird seeing Geth next to us and they're not shooting at us. But they're not shooting at us, so yay! And we got some new Geth allies. It's not a lot of Geth, but it's some.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
I mean, you weren't out. You were still in the. You were still being projected. Normally, whenever Hackett says he's out, he kind of cuts connection. Or the times we've talked with Admiral.
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself said the life signs were weak. They might already be dead.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
What kind of choice is that? We could save Quarians or we can rescue Geth tech. And there might not be Geth tech because we might all be destroyed. What kind of argument is that? It's a stupid argument. That's what that is. So now we have Geth option here. We have the Geth Prime platoon, 60 points, which is kind of sad because that means that this group of people from Eden Prime is worth more than Geth. we have support from Eden Prime is worth more than a Geth platoon. Well, Eden Prime's an entire planet, so maybe that makes a little bit more sense. But we've now done both. We've now done both missions. I just realized that I forgot to add some some Paragon Point things to the last episode, because I just noticed that it was under, for some reason, Geth Fighter Squadrons is where the points were at. I could have sworn there was some stuff I missed, like during the entire.
You might want to check in on Commander Williams down on the observation deck.
I will do that later. I should do a walkthrough of the Normandy. But I need to do the next episode's going to be Rannoch. So I might just save the walkthrough on the Normandy until after Rannoch. We have an email here. These ones are from that group of Geth, who somehow have the ability to send email. Yeah, so if they have the ability to send email, why didn't they try and make themselves seem nice instead of evil this entire time? I'm still upset. I don't know. Maybe it's because I trusted Corrigan's way more. Maybe it's because during my playthrough of Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, I was in a relationship with Tali, so that might make me a little biased. Anyway, on the next episode of Mass Effect 3, we are going to be finally finishing off Act 2 of Mass Effect 3 by heading off to the planet Rannoch, again, for the third time, and we are going to be dealing with the Reaper base, and choosing whether or not, or pretty much choosing who's going to win the war, the Quarians or the Geth, just like how we're basically helping decide if everyone's going to survive this war or if the Reapers win. So until next time, hopefully you enjoy. It's certainly going very slow now. Oh, dang it! I tried jumping a little earlier to make sure that I avoided it. I think he's waiting longer too before he starts shooting it off. Yeah, they're certainly going a lot slower. It's not necessarily a good thing. Oh, I almost jumped into the flame. No! Again!